Namaskar friends, this is NJ, host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the upcoming transit of the planet Sun, which is going to be taking place on 14th of this month, when Sun will transit from the currently transiting Aquarius sign to the sign of its friend of Jupiter's sign Pisces. So I mean to say from 14th of March till 13th of April, Sun is going to be transiting in the Pisces sign. And even within the Pisces sign, if you have to understand the breakage of Sun's transit to the different nakshatras, so Sun is going to enter the Pisces sign from the region of the Purva Bhadrapada nakshatra. So Purva Bhadrapada is a nakshatra which is being ruled by Sun's good friend Jupiter. From 18th of March till 31st of March, Sun is going to be transiting in the Uttara Bhadrapada nakshatra, and from the 1st of April till 13th of April, Sun is going to be transiting in the Revati nakshatra. So guys, when we talk about the Sun's transit in the Purva Bhadrapada nakshatra, so Purva Bhadrapada is all about intensity. When we talk about the Uttara Bhadrapada, that is ruled by the Saturn, which is being seen as a wise, mature, good counselor. And when we talk about the Revati nakshatra, Revati has got lot of compassion and lot of creative talents as well, and at the same time transcendental wisdom. Guys, you have to understand this thing, that when we talk about the transit of the Sun, so okay, when we talk about the major life events of our life, so for that perspective or objective, we give attention to Rahu and Ketu's transit, we give attention to Saturn and Jupiter's transit. But when we talk about the importance of Sun's transit in our life, so whichsoever house Sun transits bases your ascendant, it brings the spotlight in that area of the house for a short span of time. And at the same time, let's say for example, if Sun is going to enter the Pisces sign as per your ascendant, and if you have some of the natal planets already placed in the Pisces sign, so you can fairly see a heightened triggered energy in approaching towards the signification being represented by that planet. So I mean to say a quick surge or a heightened sense of confidence and ambition can be felt in whichsoever house Sun is going to be transiting in your as per your ascendant, in whichever house it is going to be transiting. And at the same time guys, the thing which is also making this transit little bit special is that once Sun is going to enter the sign of Pisces, and on the 17th of March, Venus is also going to enter the sign of Pisces, and it is going to stay there till 9th of April. Now the good part here is that although Sun and Venus do not hold a very good relationship, but at the same time in the Pisces sign, Venus attains exaltation. So I mean to say, like exalted Venus can actually give you good taste in life in whichsoever area of life you are working on, and basis your ascendant, you can actually attain a good relationship, fine taste, appreciation for your taste in art and beauty. So all those things can be achieved, and with the support of Sun, you can fairly approach those signification with heightened sense of confidence at the same time. So okay friends, now we will try to understand basis the 12 ascendants how this Sun's transit is going to impact you. So let's say for example, if you have to understand it for all the Aries ascendant natives, so guys, in your case, Sun rules your 5th house of artistic and creative talents, 5th house of your intellect, 5th house of your education. So I mean to say, this transit of Sun can be seen as good in a sense of being very compassionate, and let's say for example, all those people who are connected to the fields of art and creativity. So heightened sense of creativity, heightened interest in spirituality, transcendental wisdom, listening to all these spiritual teaching and discourses. So your area of interest might go in that direction. Now the only one word of advice which I want to give you people is that just because in the major portion of this Sun's transit, Sun is going to be conjunct with Venus as well, and in your case Venus rules your 2nd house and 7th house. So I mean to say, try to curb that impulsive desire of extravagant expenses, like all those expenses which can be avoided, because an exalted Venus many times gives someone a bit expensive taste and takes the native towards all those extravagant sprees as well. Now guys, moving ahead, if you want to understand this transit for all the Taurus ascendant natives. So guys, in your case, as you can fairly see that Sun rules your 4th house, and the 4th house lord is going to your like 11th house. So this can be seen as a very good sign, because Venus, which is also going to be conjunct with the Sun, is your ascendant lord as well. So friends, the transit of the 4th house lord in the 11th house can be seen as a very good sign. So I mean to say, let's say for example, if in your case any of the concerns of the buying a house or buying a new vehicle, or you deal in the business of the real estate, buying and selling of the vehicles or interior decor, anything connected to luxury, so lot of opportunities can be expected. And the good part here is that you are by yourself going to be very confident while approaching any of these concerns. So for all of these areas, getting success and wish fulfillment perspective, this transit of Sun can be seen as very promising for all the Taurus ascendant natives. Guys, moving ahead, if you want to understand it for all the Gemini ascendant natives, so guys, in your case, Sun rules your 3rd house, and the transit of the 3rd house lord going to the 10th house can be seen as a very good sign. So let's say for example, if you deal in the fields of the sales, marketing, content creation, journalism, so I mean to say whatsoever you are going to create, you will be able to create good strong impact because of your created work as well. So your communication is definitely going to be very confident. And let's say for example, if you are a freelance person, you work with your own skill. So I mean to say this time period or this transit of Sun can be seen as very promising, whether in the form of getting good opportunities, getting good form of recognition as well. So all this transit of Sun can be seen as very promising for all the Gemini ascendant natives. Moving ahead guys, if you want to understand this transit for all the Cancer ascendant natives, so guys, in your case, Sun rules your 2nd house of finances, and it is going in the 9th house in its monthly transit. So this transit of Sun can be seen as very promising for all of you. One thing which I want to advise all of you guys is that make use of your finances for some good charitable causes as well. So any of the donation made by you during this transit of Sun for good philanthropic, humanitarian, religious causes can actually bring a lot of prosperity in the matters of your finances. And at the same time, see, when we talk about the 2nd house also represents your speech. So I mean to say you will definitely be interested in the mantra recitation, listening to the spiritual discourses, any of the things connected to religion, related to spirituality, connected with philosophy, travels can also materialize. So from all of those perspectives, this transit of Sun can actually be seen as very promising for all of you guys. Now moving ahead, if you want to understand the transit results for all the Leo ascendant natives, so guys, Sun being your ascendant lord will be going to the 8th house. So I mean to say the transit of the ascendant lord in the 8th house, to begin with, take care of your health when you drive, follow all the precautions, and at the same time try not to by yourself get into or become a part of any conflicting situation, any disputed situation. So try to avoid all these kind of turmoil or all these kind of situations. And at the same time, when we talk about 8th house is the house of research. So this time period can be seen as very promising for contemplating on the matters of spirituality or all the esoteric subjects. Like when we talk about the psychic subjects, we talk about yoga, meditation, spirituality. So completely devoting yourself to all these spiritual causes can be seen as a very good sign. And at the same time, feeling bit empathetic and compassionate towards all those people who are going through some kind of troubles, some kind of miseries. So this time period can be seen as very promising for all the Leo ascendant natives. The only thing is that by yourself, do not invite any conflicting situation, and when you drive or you go to gym, while handling any sharp edge equipments and all, so just try to follow basic precautions. Moving ahead friends, if you want to understand the transit results for all the Virgo ascendant natives, so guys, in your case, Sun rules your 12th house, and it is going to be transiting in your 7th house. So guys, when we talk about the transit of the Sun in the 7th house, so I mean to say you will definitely find yourself very empowered while dealing with any of the matters connected to public, or let's say for example you are by yourself holding a public seat, or you are in the fields of content creation, so you will definitely find this heightened sense of confidence while dealing with people. But at the same time, see, sun also rules your 12th house, so the 12th house lord transiting in the 7th house, so your partner, there could be little bit of the heightened expenses on the account of your partner, so you need to give attention to that. And at the same time, you have to understand this thing that when we talk about sun's transit to the Pisces, so this can be seen as a time when you have to deal with your life partner with heightened sense of compassion, degree of care, tenderness. So that is something which I want to advise you over here. Moving ahead, friends, if you want to understand the transit results for all the Libra ascendant natives, so guys, in your case, sun is your 11th house lord, and the 11th house lord going to the 6th house. So I mean to say, your friends might be in some need of some arbitration, some help, some counseling. So I mean to say, your this month might be devoted to solving the problems of your friends or all those people you hang out with. So you can look at it from that ways. And at the same time, see, the good part for all the Libra ascendant natives is that if you have any of your your goals related to your fitness, related to your beauty, to your health, so I mean to say, this time period or this transit of sun is definitely going to empower you to give attention to your health and fitness related goals. And let's say for example, at the same time, these days there are so many trends which are happening. Sometimes there is a trend of gluten free, sometimes there is a trend of this revamp or this new trend in the new diet plans, in new fitness options. So I mean to say, you might be drifted towards all those new fabs or new trends which are happening in the fields of the fitness and health industry. So from all of those perspective, this transit of sun in your 6th house can be seen as a very promising time. Moving ahead, friends, if you want to understand the transit results for all the Scorpio ascendant natives, so guys, in your case, sun rules your 10th house, and the transit of the 10th house lord towards your 5th house can be seen as a promising time in a way. Let's say for example, if you work in any of the artistic and the creative field, so from that perspective, this time period can be seen as very promising. See, you have to understand this thing that from the 10th house, if you will go to the 5th house, there is a combination of 6th and 8th combination which is forming over here. So I mean to say, while dealing with your bosses or people of authority, try not to come across as bit egoistic or being unrelenting. So try to be flexible while dealing with people in authority or your bosses. That's one thing which I want to advise you. But apart from that, there could be little bit of the more responsibility which might come to you, where you will get a chance to prove your intellect, prove your caliber. And let's say for example, if you will work with the best of your capacity, so good results and good success at the career front can be achieved. And whatsoever is going to happen by the use of your hard work, your intellect, those changes could be sudden as well, which could work in your favor as well. Moving ahead, friends, if you want to understand the transit results for all the Sagittarius ascendant natives, so guys, in your case, sun, which is your 9th house lord, is going to be entering your 4th house. So I mean to say, this time period can be actually seen as a very good time. Let's say for example, this is a very prime time to organize some sort of religious discourse or religious retreat, like obviously by giving attention to the pandemic norms and guidelines as well. But I mean to say, in your domestic matter, feeling solace and feeling at peace, being very compassionately dealing with the matters of the family or dealing with the family members. And at the same time, like growing up in India, we used to have all these kirtan and all these spiritual and religious gathering which used to get organized at the home. But because of the COVID, I don't know whether that is possible or not, but that kind of religious vibes you can experience even within the home front. So from that perspective, this time period can be seen as very promising for all the Sagittarius ascendant natives. And let's say for example, at the same time, your relationship with your parents, that can also get improved. You might get a chance to sit across and talk to your father, your parents. So having a good time and all those family matters which might not be able to come onto the surface. You might get a chance to interact and talk through all those important domestic family matters. So from all of those perspectives, this time period can be seen as very promising. And at the same time, if in your case the fourth house signification directly qualifies, if you are in real estate, construction, anything related to luxury, interior decor, so I mean to say the house lord of the house of fortune is going to be entering your fourth house. So in all those matters, the luck can be experienced, the touch of the luck can actually help you. Moving ahead, friends, if you want to understand the transit results for all the Capricorn ascendant natives. So guys, in your case, Sun is your 8th house lord, and the transit of the 8th house lord going to the 3rd house just indicates, first of all, you have to remain bit cautious of that. There could be all those kind of situations and circumstances where people will try to, or people will pinpoint towards your efforts, your expression, any of your maneuvers, your gestures. So try not to fall prey to all those provocations. That's the one thing, because you have to understand this thing. If 3rd house lord will go to the 8th house, you by yourself invite all those situations, but just because the 8th house lord is coming to your 3rd house, so all those scandalous situation might be coming to you. So you have to remain bit courageous and bit cautious and wise in order to, or while handling all of these matters. That's the one thing which I want to advise you. And at the same time, see guys, when we talk about the 8th house in itself has got lot of depth, and it is a house of unpredictability as well. So I mean to say, whatsoever you are going to be doing during this month of the transit of the sun, so if you are in the fields of sales or marketing, so somehow you will be capable enough of doing something very piercing, very insightful. So your efforts, your maneuvers might be very insightful, very piercing, carrying lot of depth in it. So from that perspective, this transit of sun in your 3rd house can be seen as a very promising time. Moving ahead, friends, if you want to understand the transit results of sun for all the Aquarius ascendant natives. So guys, in your case, sun is your 7th house lord, and the transit of the 7th house lord to your 2nd house can be seen as a very promising time. You have to understand this thing, that although the transit of sun to the Pisces is not a very promising thing, because at the end of the day, sun, which in itself represents, it is a fiery planet which represents independence, confidence, individuality. And when we talk about the energies of the Pisces, it is all about transcendental, completely dissoluting. So I mean to say, but just because sun holds the good relationship with the lord of the Pisces, which is Jupiter, so because of which this transit can be seen as very good, very promising, where the support of your partner can actually help you. Now this could be in all those people's case who are in any of the partnership business. So the support of their partners can actually bring refinement, reinforce your financial state, or in general cases as well, the support of your life partner can actually help you strengthening your financial state. So from that perspective, this transit of sun can be seen as very good for you. And you have to understand this thing, that on 17th of March, when Venus is going to be entering in your your 2nd house, so Venus, which in itself is a significator of relationship, so your family, close knit ties, your partner is definitely going to play a very important role in the matters of your finances. And lastly guys, if you have to understand the transit results for all the Pisces ascendant natives, so guys, in your case, sun, which is the house lord of your 6th house, is going to be transiting in your 1st house. So I mean to say, when we talk about giving heightened attention to your individuality, to your public image, to your personality, you might be drifted towards all those things, and somehow people are actually going to feel and experience that heightened sense of confidence, the way you project yourself, little bit of the sense of authority in the way you deal with people. And at the same time, I've already explained this thing, that the Pisces sign is all about compassion. So I mean to say, you will also be able to connect and relate to people's situation as well. So from all of those perspectives, this transit of Sun can be seen as promising for all the Pisces ascendant natives. So this is something, friends, which I wanted to share as a part of my inputs for the upcoming transit of the planet Sun. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Thank you.